Welcome back to Of Dice and Friends, your weekly serving of magic, mayhem, and misadventure. I'm Joey, your host and dungeon master, and if we sound a little weird this episode, it's because we are a little weird. Actually, it's because we're recording remotely today. Unfortunately, Rachel had COVID last week, so we had to skip it, and now Aaron has COVID. So instead of skipping a second week in a row, we're trying this. So good luck to us.
Good luck to us.
Anyway, before I hand this off to my nemesis, I thought I'd give a quick reminder to everyone of what exactly has happened in Belior now that we're back there. So, for the past decade, the Kingdom of Belior has been under Empire control. They were allowed to keep their culture and laws so long as King Sagrim answered to the Emperor. But then Valier, disguised as Prince Morath, and with your help, managed to recruit the orcs of Noctara to fight in a rebellion against the Empire. Valier, of course, did this not because he wanted the rebellion to win, but to force the Empire to strengthen its hold and re-envision Belior's culture, particularly to disband the Seekers. And between the party's actions and our patrons' decisions, that's exactly what happened. Emperor Kavus hit the capital of Belior with a tsunami, leading to the Battle of North Harbor, in which the rebellion lost. In the aftermath, Kavus was lost at sea with Soulrender, and you guys would later find him. The royal family of Belior was executed, and the remaining Seekers were scattered. So, any questions?
So many.
Okay,
so
great.
Many.
Great. Hello, Mo. Nolan, go ahead.
Well, hey guys, I have questions too. Like, man, why did we make the decisions we made?
I ask myself that all the time about you guys.
Well, I guess we'll see the consequences to all these actions, which is going to be kind of crazy. But you know what?
No.
You know what really kind of sucks about this week, though?
What?
I had an actual surprise for you guys, but we're not meeting in person, so it's not going to work.
Oh, like something physical to show us?
Yeah.
Oh.
I actually ended up going to a temporary tattoo parlor and got a tattoo. But the problem is it wasn't washing off this morning. So when I went back to complain, the tattoo parlor wasn't there. Because it was a temporary tattoo parlor.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
Dude, this isn't even fun. I don't even see his face.
Oh, man.
You just hear silence. That's what you hear. He's just gone.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's not as
That's
fun.
Where did Joey go? He just dropped off the Discord.
Wow. Hi, I'm Greg, and I play JR, and today I'm going to be talking about, well, this might be a Finian fact, but it's something I read, and I thought I would share it. So apparently there's these reindeer up in like Siberia and Russia, and they'll go around and eat these poisonous hallucinogenic mushrooms and then trip. And it's like the red mushrooms that kind of look like the Mario mushrooms, and they'll go and eat those.
Huh.
And then
and they just do that.
so people
they just
saw
do that
that
like for fun.
Yeah, they go do that, and then they hallucinate. And then people started seeing this, so they started trying. And then some would hallucinate, and some would die because it was an extremely poisonous mushroom.
Oh.
So someone came up with a bright idea, like, hey, what if we just drink their urine? Because that filters out all the poison, but yet you'd still hallucinate.
Huh.
So sled drivers were drinking urine, and it worked. It wasn't poisonous, and they were hallucinating, and they'd hallucinate with their reindeers. And this is a theory called the Mushroom Santa Claus theory of why Santa Claus came to exist with mushrooms.
Huh.
What? Wow.
That was
Okay.
a whole tale you just unfolded in front of us.
And I don't know what you're referring to, the Santa Claus mushroom theory.
Yeah, I just heard about it today.
He only exists because people were tripping on reindeer urine?
Well, that's the theory, is that they were all tripping, so then they came up with Santa Claus from that.
Wait,
it's a theory. I doubt it's
are you
like
saying
actually true.
Santa isn't real?
What?
Oh, Joey, come on. We agreed that we weren't going to
Um,
tell Nolan that yet.
You're just lying. This is to get back at me, right? For all the jokes.
He's just lying.
Sorry, Nolan. Oh my god. This is
I
not
like-
the way we wanted you to find out.
I do like how he's
Oh.
like, because it mildly pertains to consuming something, he's like, this could be a Finian fact.
well, it's mushrooms.
And it's mushrooms. No, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Ah, true.
Brilliant.
It's true.
Mhm.
It's true.
Now, Finian
Yeah.
say a dragon fact, and we're good.
Oh. Quickly, I'm googling dragons. Hang on.
Yeah, I'll give you time to ruminate on that, Aaron, while I do my introduction. Hey guys, it's Rachel. I'm so sorry I had the audacity of getting COVID when I was at Dragon Con. The one good news is I feel like I'm getting it out of the way because early Wednesday morning I'm actually driving to Salt Lake City for Fan Expo there, which I think is going to have a bajillion people was the official number
yeah.
I saw. So
Officially.
a bajillion. So it's just kind of like great to get it over and done with. So thanks for bearing with me. And then as I got Aaron sick too. Sorry, Aaron.
You're a
about that.
monster.
I am a monster. But yeah, it's been a really crazy week. I finished up my last book. I sent it off to my editor, which was freaking awesome. And we launched a Kickstarter for the Gilded Blood series. And I was so worried that it wasn't going to fund because it was a $15,000 goal. And we were only doing it for 21 days. And it funded in 11 hours.
Dang.
So I'm super excited
Wow.
about that. Yeah, it's like the most gorgeous book you have ever seen. Like a couple of the guys in the Discord were like squealing over it like little girls. It was awesome. It was great. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, thank you. I'm so glad that I actually get to like hold it and like rub my face against it. You know what I mean?
Huh. No.
That's weird that you don't get that, but okay, Nolan, that's fine. Yeah, so like everything's great on my end. I'm really looking forward to Fan Expo. I was gonna say if you're gonna be there, come say hi. But by the time you guys listen to this, I will already be home, preferably not with a second round of COVID.
Oh,
So,
that would
yeah.
be so
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
So lame, right?
That looks like a fun convention, though. I see ads for it all the time. There's a lot of big time guests going there.
They're really
Ooh.
pushing it.
Yeah.
Strangely.
I went to the one here in Denver, right? Because Nolan and Greg, I actually saw you guys there, which was awesome. But yeah, apparently the one in Salt Lake City is somehow even bigger, which I can't even wrap my
What?
head around that.
Oh, that's
So yeah, I
crazy.
know.
It's-
I know. It's nuts. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But yeah, Aaron, did I stall long enough for you to get a good dragon fact?
I did. I think this is kind of of religious origin, but apparently, in the history of Christian saints, the story of Saint Margaret involves her being swallowed by Satan disguised as a dragon.
Huh.
She invoked the cross and burst out of the dragon's body. And
That's
apparently
incredible.
now she is the patron saint of mothers in particularly difficult labor.
Oh, I was really hoping you were going to say she's the
Wow.
patron of dragon slaying. I was like,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
I recommend looking up her art too. I've seen it; it's really cool.
Huh.
I bet it is. Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like she's always depicted with a dragon.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
awesome.
Here's what I don't get. And like no shade against Christians, but it's like, why did you make an Easter bunny instead of a dragon? I just feel like the obvious thing that you should be doing is a massive dragon with a saint coming out of its stomach. Like
The
what is
Easter
the point here?
dragon.
Yeah,
The Easter dragon
man.
would be dope.
Yeah.
That would be dope. That would be.
Do you know how many
I'm just
more
saying,
Catholics there would be if they had an Easter dragon?
right?
mean,
So I'm just
even
saying
just-
it's an idea.
Random people walking into Easter just to check out the Easter dragon. Like it
Well,
wouldn't
yeah,
even be like
but-
they wouldn't be religious. It'd be like, oh my god, I want to go see the cool Easter dragons.
Well,
Yeah,
and to hide dragon eggs all over.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
people like go and they want to go hang out like during the Chinese New Year because you got the dragons, right?
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
True.
really cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm not Chinese. I don't follow the Chinese calendar, but I want to go watch dragons on parade. It's pretty amazing, right?
I
just
will. I'll send a letter to the Pope and see what he says.
Okay,
He
great.
seems like
Thank
a pretty
you.
cool guy. So yeah, yeah.
Thanks, Rich.
Well, you guys, I know that we are all apart from each other, so our toast will have to be a remote toast. But please reach. What are you guys drinking, by the way?
Wait, Rachel.
Mm,
It's
remote
What?
we
toast.
can call it the ghost toast.
The ghost toast.
Ooh.
I love it. So you guys all have your ghost ale, right?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Awesome. Okay, well,
Got my
raise your ghost
ectoplasm.
ale. For our ghost toast. Good fortune to all, except for Thogoth, who can suck it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Clink.
Oh, clink.
Chapter 54, Apostates. The party steps out of a large tree near the small village of Skystead, situated on a wooded foothill in the kingdom of Belior. Or, well, I guess the kingdom is no more now that the
No.
entire Belior royal family is gone. You're in Empire territory now, though that change hasn't had any obvious impact on Skystead. The village is still quaint, with the sounds of lumber being, well, really drowned out by the tropical storm that's passing through. Luckily for Tana, you can find a bit of shelter from the rain underneath the trees. There's a dirt path, well, a muddy path at this point, that leads to the heart of the village. What do you do?
Well, I will definitely try and find a way to not get wet. So what are the trees like here, Joey? Are they like palm trees? Are they tropical?
Belior is a big island, so it's very tropical.
Cool. So I'm going to reach up and grab a really big palm leaf. So I'm just going to like wrap it around my head like a big hood, like an old Russian babushka. Right? If you can imagine that, to keep the rain off of me. And then I'll wait for you guys to make a plan.
I like the rain, so I'm gonna be looking up at it and tasting it with a newfound appreciation for the rain that I suddenly have.
Yeah.
I'll be kind of like distracted watching whatever Tana's doing, and then I'll kind of snap back into focus. Okay, I listen, guys. This might be shocking, but I don't have an entirely formed out plan. I just know that we have to get to my village, though. That's what we have to do.
Well, you said that your family was under guard,
Yeah.
or being watched. So, I think if we go to your house, we're gonna have to be disguised again, since we're
Well,
heavily
Here, hang
wanted.
on. I'm going to reach up and grab, 4 more. How many of us are? Yeah, 3 more leaves. Here you go. You guys can be babushkas too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is actually a really great disguise. It covers our eyes and everything. This is great. Let's go.
We do have someone here we can meet up with. I can't remember if I told you guys or not, but I was talking to Sadiq and he agreed that he'd meet us here. So I think if we maybe look around, there can't be too many Gith left here. I'm sure we'll find him.
I mean, couldn't you call him?
Yeah, don't you have your cell stone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's in my left pocket. Always my left pocket. I'll pull it out and I'll look at it, and it'll be like a solid 10 seconds of silence. And I'll look up to you guys. Guys, I don't know how to use this.
I think you think really hard while holding it. That's what Heen would have done.
Oh, well, that's our first problem.
Nothing.
Wow.
It's at this point that you're ambushed
Oh,
by a handful of stray dogs begging for food and ear scratches.
Oh.
Oh, the
call-
red herring.
I'd like to pet the dog.
Yeah.
Everyone approves.
The call of a child catches your attentions, and looking up you find a boy, no older than 10, with a mess of brown hair and clothing absolutely soaked through from the rain, running towards you. He stops just short of you, panting. Sorry about them. They get excited around strangers. He beckons to the dogs. Come on, leave them alone. Not one of them listens. So he rolls his eyes. Okay, fine, you can stay, but only for a bit. And then he looks up at you guys and his jaw drops. You're the Noodles and Company.
Did the kid look scared? Does the kid look scared that realizing the Noodles and Company are here?
As you watch his expression change from shock, it changes more into awe, really. Not fear, but maybe surprise and curiosity, almost adoration.
Oh. So I don't need to fireball him?
No!
As you're all staring at him not sure what to do. He kind of awkwardly fills the silence as a kid would do.
Right.
Just rambling. Everyone says you're evil, that you stole dangerous magic and plan to use it against the Empire, but Ma says you're good, that you know how to use magic right. And he looks at each of you as if judging for himself, but stops when he sees Mo's cape. Whoa! Are you a paladin?
I'm gonna like kind of look around at you guys and shrug, and then I'm gonna clap 3 times so my cape starts flowing. I am a paladin. I swear an oath to the people of this realm, and we're gonna fix Legal.
His jaw drops even further. I knew it!
Whoa, hold up, Mo. That's some stolen valor there, Mo.
Well, wait, I'm not lying. We are trying to restore Legal.
Yeah, but you're not a paladin. You can't say that.
Is there like a test? How do I become a
Well, you gotta
paladin?
say an oath and do all this and do the bunch of training and have your brother yell at you, and then your dad yells at you, and then your other brother yells at you, and then your sister yells at you, and then
But I
your
thought
other
that's how
sister
you become
yells
a
at you.
warlock.
Oh boy.
And
I'm
I'll
gonna lean down beside the kid. Hey buddy, just a quick question. Is there like a reward or anything for us? Does everybody know who we are? Or just our biggest fans like you?
Oh, your face is all over the place. There's a big reward, lots of zeros.
Well, that's not good.
Oh boy.
I'll like kind of get down on a knee. Hey, buddy. What was your name? I don't think we heard it.
Oh, I'm Alfie.
Alfie, nice to meet you.
And you must be. Actually, I don't know your names, but I know you're the Noodles and Company.
Hey, I mean that's good enough. That's who we are. Introductions aren't that important right now. Hey, have you happened to see like any of the Gith? Are any of them left around here?
There's a weird guy who's living on the outskirts of the village. That's the only Gith I've seen around here for a while.
A weird guy? What do you mean by weird?
He's been rolling around in the mud. I don't know. Like,
What?
only kids do that kind of stuff.
Thought I was
Oh,
teen.
yep. That's a gift. Do you think you could take us to the weird guy?
He looks around and drops into what he might assume is a rogue stance. Yeah, but we have to be quiet. Everyone's looking for you.
Okay. Well, look, if you're going to be an honorary member of the Noodles and Company, you need a babushka hood, too. So I'm going to reach up and kind of fashion him a hood and then use prestidigitation to dry him off as well, because nobody deserves to be wet in this world.
Aw. He'll take a step forward and then stop and turn back to you kind of shyly. Can I get a second one for a cape?
Absolutely, you can. And I'll give him one for a cape, too.
And he begins marching along the muddy path. Do you guys follow?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. With that dedication, I'm following. There's no doubt in my mind that this resolve is going to take us where we need to be.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
He rambles the whole time about the secret path that he has found. This is, his very brambly secret path that is incredibly uncomfortable for an adult to travel, as you've learned.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to fit underneath all of the prickly plants, but you guys, not as much. But before long, you're sort of tracing the perimeter of the village of Skystead, and you arrive at a little clearing in the palm trees where you do, in fact, find Sadiq hiding nearby. He is covered in mud in stark contrast to the all-white he wore before. It's very surprising. But he's just meditating under the protection of a tree. Though he opens an eye as you approach, and he'll stand. Oh, welcome home, Mo. How did you get here so fast?
Oh, Sadiq, it's good to see you, man. I've been stressing out. Finian threw us through a tree and we got here.
Oh, indeed. I must admit, I find your desire to spring this trap perplexing. Gift grottos are families in themselves, you see. All adults look after all children, and everyone supports everyone else. The concept of a family being such a small group bound by blood is odd. Even more so that you would risk your lofty goals to personally check in on them. Are you sure this is the right way to proceed? Also, why do you have a child with you?
He's not a child. He's the de facto leader of the Noodlesing Company. This is Alfie.
Sadiq, not being great with sarcasm, as you've learned, Gift, don't quite understand it. Sort of nods in horror.
I'm not going to correct him. I'll let him think whatever he wants to.
I don't know if this is the right move, Sadiq, but I think it has to be done. I think we can do a few things here. For one, I don't think. I really hope they didn't hurt my family. I know we left on on a bad note, but something seems wrong, and I don't want my family to pay the price for what we're doing. And on top of that, I'm not understanding why the Empress turned against us. I mean, we saved her, so I'm really confused.
Very well. It seems this is a noble goal. I have tried to get close, but I do not wish to give up my presence here, so I cannot tell you too much. What exactly is your plan?
Well, you see, Sadiq, I thought long and hard about this plan. And the problem is, I left the plan on the other side of the tree. So, I was going to go to the front door. What do you think?
How does everyone respond to that?
I'm
Perfect.
laughing. Just laughing.
Ooh. I got it. I know how we get in. We pretend to be traveling salesmen. And then we walk up and say, hey, do you want to buy this broom? We'll be broom salesmen.
Okay, first of all, JR, this island is filled with really smart people. There's no way a scam would be pulled over their eyes, okay? So let's start there.
There is one thing then that you should know. I have been able to discern who is in charge of this operation here. It is a man by the name of Colonel Erebus Klein. He is a decorated war hero, you see, responsible for the deaths of many of my brethren and countless orc soldiers. For the Empire to have sent him shows their eagerness to find you. If you walk in the front door, expect there to be combat.
That's why we pretend to be salesmen.
What are we? We could sell babushka hoods. It's actually a great idea.
Whatever.
I'm going to be gathering more of the palm tree leaves in my arms. Never mind the fact that they're probably part of Sadiq's, foliage for his house.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
As the rain takes away his carefully placed coating of mud, he'll sigh and say a prayer to Berguth, the stone giant, under his breath. Whatever it is that you decide, I will support you. It is what Heen would have wanted.
Thanks, Sadiq. I really owe you one for watching over them.
Of course. Alfie will cut in at this point. Okay, and what about me?
Are you good with spears?
Mother!
What?
Alfie, I'm going to lean down next to him. You have been the greatest leader the Noodles and Company have ever seen, which is probably true. But
Wow.
what about your dogs, my friend? Dogs can't go into battle. Your family will be worried about you. How about you take your dogs home safely because they look up to you to do that? Besides, I think it's almost lunchtime.
That was very convincing, especially the part about lunch. He considers this hiding his growling tummy. Yeah, Mom will be worried if I don't get back soon anyway. You're right.
Hey, speaking of lunch, I actually have a few gold left. I'm going to hand him
Aw.
a few pieces of gold. Here you go, buddy. You bring home something really good for your ma, okay? And maybe get a steak or two for the dogs, too.
Before you get the chance to have a second thought, he will hug you very quickly and then rush back into town.
Oh, I guess I'll just kind of stand there stunned. I mean, people don't normally hug me unless they're trying to, strangle me. So this is unusual.
Well, every single one of the 4 dogs gives you guys a lick too before leaving.
Oh.
Aw, adorable.
I'm going to cast, before they do, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, just to have a quick conversation with them.
Yeah.
I ask, who sent you? What are your names? And what dangers are around here that we need to be aware of?
The names of the dogs are incomprehensible as they all quickly bark them out at you. So excited to talk to an elf. They're not used to this. But then one, a golden retriever, will step forward to answer your question. Actually, you know what? We're in Discord. Let me grab Sarek real quick.
Wow. That's good. That's good.
Absolutely.
I have found Sarek. Sarek, we have Wendy.
No
Wendy?
context.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, fun.
Hi, Elf. Hi, I'm Wendy. And you're an elf. I'm Wendy.
Hello, Wendy. Woof, 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 I say. How are you today, Wendy?
What? My mother is no such thing, but I'm good. Yes, Wendy. Wendy's my name. Nice to meet you.
At this, strangely, Durgus perks up. He's been laying in the dirt, kind of rolling in the same mud that Sadiq was. He comes over kind of quickly and excitedly, and he starts talking too.
Oinkers, I didn't think I'd see you here. Is it that time again already? Okay. Hi. Yes. Hi.
Wait,
Yeah,
you know
there.
this? You know Durgus?
Of course I know Darius. He saved my life so many times, and I mean, he's such a good. He's probably the best hero I've ever met. Yeah, absolutely the best hero I've ever met.
I just want to point out that for the rest of us, this is just a series of barks and howls and snorts that has been going on for 3 minutes.
Absolutely. So, Durgus, you know? Wendy, you know Durgus? Tell me more. He hasn't shared anything about his meeting with you before.
Well, the first time I met him, I challenged him to a mushroom picking contest, and I totally won. But he said I didn't, but I knew he did because he scared away some kids after that, and it was really scary. I almost got pet by a bunch of kids. That's pretty dangerous. You never know where those hands have been. And by the way, I'm Wendy. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Wendy. Again, nice to meet you as well. And you said he saved your life multiple times?
Yeah. So, there was the mushroom thing, and then there was a pack of cats, and ew, they were all smelly and cat-like, and they almost approached us. One wanted to even scratch me or something.
Hey, Finian, are you asking the dog, what dangers there are? Or are you guys just talking about kibbles?
I ignore Tana because I'm in Speak with Animals mode right now. I'm very focused. So Wendy, what dangers are around here that we should know about? That we, 2-foot walkers should know about?
Well, the sky is crying, and that means soon there's going to be the big booms, and that's not good. That's pretty scary. There's also, but I guess to the 2-legger walkers, there's also other 2-leg walkers with pointy sticks, and they won't throw me their sticks, but they are very pointy.
Those bastards.
That's helpful, Wendy. It's very nice to meet you. Durgus hasn't spoken of you before. There's a lot Durgus, I think, keeps to himself. Yes.
Oinkers, why would you do such a thing? I am Wendy the Magnificent. Everyone should know about me. By the way, my name is Wendy.
Thank you, Wendy. It was a pleasure to speak with you. Have a great day, and here's a bone for your trouble. I pull a little bone out of my pocket and hand it to Wendy.
I'll snatch it up. Thanks for bye.
Thanks, Sarek. Thanks for cameling, Sarek. Candy
Thanks,
Nolan.
Eric.
Bye, Eric.
See you, nerds.
Meanwhile,
Wow.
I just did a double take at Mo because I could have sworn I saw a little rodent head like stick out of his bag of holding, but then I looked again and it was gone. So I don't know what's up with that.
You are a surprising group of people.
Yeah, we're pretty unique.
I like that. We'll leave that. We're unique.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm still staring at Mo's mutt sack. Wait, I said mutt sack, but it's actually a nut sack.
You gotta be careful not to drag your sack in the mud,
It
dude.
was filled with like acorns when you opened it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm still staring at your nut sack because I'm pretty sure I saw something like chittering around in it.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed. Hold on, I gotta zip up my pants. That's embarrassing.
That one.
Nutsack, because you saw something around in there.
If you get kicked in the nutsack, does it squeak?
Oh,
Hey,
great.
I
We
don't
can
want
find
to find
out.
out. No. Listen, we got to listen. Sadiq, this is what I have to. This is what I have to deal with, Sadiq. We gotta get in there right now before any of this happens, please.
I am deeply troubled for you. Why don't you lead the way? I will stay a bit behind. As I said, I think it best to not reveal my presence until needed. But
Right.
rest assured, should combat break out, I will be there.
Sadiq, are you aware that there might be soldiers in the village?
Yes, I was the one to warn Modus of this.
Oh, I guess I missed that while I was talking with Wendy.
Yeah, I totally told you guys that part. Absolutely.
As he hopefully told you, his family home is under strong Empire surveillance.
Well, I have an idea. We have the perfect cover above us. Look at these dark storm clouds. If we fly up above into the storm clouds, we could drop down and they'll never see us coming.
I don't know if you didn't notice, but some of us can't fly.
Oh,
She
I
has
can
a point.
fix that.
What?
What?
Yeah. I've done this before.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So won't that just bring us closer to the rain clouds?
Yes, but usually the rain is not as bad up there because it falls down. So you should be
That's
fine.
sound logic. That is sound logic.
Okay.
don't know
Okay.
if I agree, but I'm sure, JR, your approach may be fine.
Let's go fly in the clouds.
So I'll have everyone hold hands. We form like a little circle all holding hands. And as my eyes will light up with lightning, I say in a deep draconic voice,
I grant you power over the wind.
and wind will come and lift you up. And you find that you can control it as it moves your body higher and higher, and you are able to fly. As I cast flight on each one of you, and then I'll fly up with my own wings.
Oh, that's fancy.
Are you including Sadiq in this?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, he will uncomfortably accept the magic, given he spent his life hunting mages. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
a bit new for him, but
Yeah.
he's trying to be better.
I am going to do a cannonball upwards.
Whoa. Sadiq will follow you guys up into the storm clouds.
As we fly up, lightning will strike at you guys, but I'm going to use my sword to kind of absorb it.
Nice.
Whoa.
Ooh, cool. It
Your
is called
lightning rod?
Yep,
Yeah.
I use it as
Cool.
an actual lightning rod.
Wow. Nice rod, dude.
Thanks.
Well, the
It's pretty
village is
impressive.
It was a gift.
From your parents.
Yep. From my dragon dad.
Oh my.
My
That
goodness.
makes sense.
it's a bad dragon.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Oh,
All right.
If you know, you know.
Save us, Joey. Save us.
Mo, I assume you're leading them up in the sky towards your house. The
Yeah,
village isn't big. It's easy to find to get to.
Yeah, I'm leading them, but I'm probably really annoying them because I understand this is like a really tense situation, but I don't get to fly a lot. So, I mean, I'm enjoying the moment, doing all sorts of silly, dorky tricks, messing them up, pretending like nobody sees them. So it probably takes an extra 10 minutes.
Well, I completely understand.
How long does flying last?
Concentration up to 10 minutes. So since it's only 10 minutes, I'm gonna kind of hurry you guys along.
That's honestly a good call because I have no reference for that. Yeah, okay. After being told that we're all gonna fall from the sky, I guess I'll fly us directly there.
So after only 9 minutes, you find the old rickety wood house with a small porch and thatched roof. There are windows on the south side of the building that face away from the omnipresent sun, to let in fresh air and ambient light. Mo, of course, your family isn't wealthy enough for glass, so usually in the rain, one of your siblings would put up window covers, but that doesn't seem to be the case today. All 4 of the windows are open. But you are directly above your house. What do you do?
You guys will notice, like I was staring at the house a lot, and I kind of look worried. And I'll say aloud, "This isn't right." They were always like really punctual with closing those windows with rain. I don't like this.
I sense 5 minds in that house.
Okay, that's good. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was like a long day or something and they're just getting the cool air in.
Before this spell runs out, I'm going to touch down. I will be just nearby in case there's a problem.
Okay. God, I mean, like, I'm hovering over the house. I'm trying to think of everything. Like, I don't know what I'm going to even say. I haven't even considered this, I ran last time, so what am I even going to say? Hey, sorry that the Empire is, this is all my literal fault. Like, what am I going to do? I'm just...
Well, the spell ends.
What?
Yeah, you're taking too long.
Wait, okay, how high are you guys at this point?
I've just been ignoring Mo, and I'm almost down to the ground by now. So,
okay.
I don't know, maybe 10 feet above the ground for me.
Well, assuming the rest of you follow, JR, I assume you've been heading to the ground knowing that your spell is ending. Oh, okay,
wow.
Great. So...
we'll call it a comfortable 40 feet up, probably.
40 feet. All right. Wow. Okay, so Finian and JR gently land on the thatched roof. You go slamming through it, taking 14 fall damage.
Oh.
Well, that would suck, Joey, but once in a blue moon, I do remember what monks do, and I'm going to use my reaction for slow fall. So I can prevent up to 5 times my level's damage.
Wow. Okay, never mind. So I
totally knew you could do that.
You hero landing just in the center of your living room.
Yeah, hero landing. I didn't hit the thatch and roll through it. Just horribly embarrassing. Hero landing.
Meteorite, plummeting from the sky.
Wow.
On the inside, in the living room, Mo, you find a Triton wearing well-fitted armor that resembles silver fish scales. He's sitting at the kitchen table reading a scroll. There are 4 other Triton soldiers sitting nearby. They were talking quietly, but they abruptly stop talking as you slam into the living room. And the soldiers, the 4 of them, draw their tridents immediately ready to strike. The colonel, the one who is clearly the leader, reacts with a moment of shock before quickly gathering his composure, and he'll look up through the hole, presumably to find the other 3 of you looking down through it.
Wow. Hey, Mo, I didn't know you were a trident.
I didn't know I was a trident. Wait, I'll stand up and I'll look at them. This isn't your guys'. Excuse you. This is my house.
Noodles and Company. My name is Colonel Erebus Klein. I've been expecting you for some time.
Oh. That's never a good sign.
I've been expecting you for some time, but why are you in my home?
He clears his throat, and he'll glance back at his soldiers and pick up another scroll from the table. He'll unfurl it, and its length is like seemingly endless. Then he'll begin to read. By the authority of the Valo Empire and the Office of Imperial Justice, you are hereby under arrest. You, the individuals known as the Noodles and Company, stand accused of the following crimes for which you will be held accountable. He clears his throat again. Unlawful deicide, environmental sabotage, volcanic vandalism, assault on Empire soldiers, grand theft boats, illegal entry into Noctara, misappropriation of divine power, mass poisoning conspiracy, maritime abduction, unauthorized resurrection, use and possession of fungal
no, that's
contraband.
Not fair.
12 counts of property damage via totally arson, unsanctioned divination, and finally, jaywalking.
Hey,
only
that was
12.
a crosswalk.
Okay, wait, guys. Honestly, we got away with the indecent exposure.
And
so
the public
there's
intoxication.
No!
Dang it!
For these crimes,
Okay.
he'll continue
fair.
talking, completely ignoring you. For these crimes, you will be taken.
As we're laughing in the background.
You will be taken to North Harbor for sentencing. He looks up for the scroll for the first time, meeting each of your gazes slowly and purposefully. But instead of addressing you, he talks to his soldiers. Leave us. I do not wish for any of you to be harmed should they resist. I can handle them myself. The soldiers gawk at this just as you do, one even dropping his jaw in shock. But with salutes, they follow their orders, leaving you alone in the Forestfall family's home with Colonel Erebus. And now...
To be fair, I am still sitting on the roof. I'm not actually in the house. So I suppose
only Mo.
I suppose I'll hop down and like land in like an armchair and try and look graceful as I do it.
JR and Finian, are you staying on the roof?
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down. Wait, do we not get a trial with just straight to sentencing?
I think he only intends to bring us in to be tried. But I guess the first question I'm yelling down from the hole in the roof. The other question is if we're going to resist, which is often our we probably need to do. Should we do it inside of Mo's family's house? That seems inappropriate. Maybe we should take this outside.
He does have a point. I got in trouble a lot for leaving the windows open, and I'll look up to the hole in the roof. I don't know what this goes under.
He'll smile, almost warmly, almost fondly, and the moment the front door closes behind the soldiers, the colonel will visibly relax. And then his armor begins to warp. Each scale rising and unfolding at odd angles. Then his skin does the same, all of it shifting around like winged insects moving across his body and settling into different places. As the butterflies reset, they solidify into a new form, one with pale skin, black hair, and bone antlers. Valier. He smiles awkwardly, an expression he isn't used to making. I am glad to see you all well.
Valier, dude, it's really good to see you, but also don't ever do that in front of my eyes again.
You must have known this was a trap, yet you have come here regardless. I am very surprised to see you here.
Best way to deal with traps is to spring them.
Yeah, exactly. That was the plan.
I suppose so.
Valier, what are you doing here?
Well, that is a bit of a long story. what does one do after accomplishing their sole purpose? I had no idea. War was always easy, but peace, that is a battle I still don't know how to fight. But I returned here after you found me in Dragon Spiral and told me the war had come to an end. When I heard the Empire, the Kingdom of Dragon Spiral, even the city of Yabu's Rise all want you, I had to know why. So I infiltrated. I took the place of the Colonel and I led the trap myself. I had to hear for myself what you've done. So tell me, is it all true, what they say about you?
Well, listen, on paper, it looks kind of bad.
Yeah.
But
Valier, all we have to say for ourselves is that our actions have begun to restore Legal to health and to begin the restoration of balance in Kythar. If you don't believe in this restoration of balance, then we are fundamentally opposed.
Valier has, since the very beginning, known that Finian is a complete and utter psychopath. So he instead looks to the rest of you after Finian says this, looking for confirmation.
He's not trying to say that you're an enemy. That's not what he's trying to say. What he's trying to say is we figured out what's like going on and why all the souls were going to the wrong locations. It's because Legal was sick, and that whole cult thing that we were dealing with, they were trying to ascend us to rebalance the scales for like the demigods and stuff, right? But Tana had a genius idea that if we commit, and then I'll look at the paper again, deicide, I think was the word you used.
Unlawful deicide.
Tana realized that if we committed lawful deicide, because both of them have willingly stepped down, it would balance Legal.
Yeah, I mean, since they stepped down, we didn't actually kill them, so we're innocent. All those charges have been over-exaggerated, and I am innocent, and I demand my lawyer, and I'm not even a citizen of the Empire, so nothing applies to me, or Tana, or Finian. Mo, you're gonna need a lawyer.
Oh, JR!
Wow, that's a really good point.
No, it's not.
He sighs a sigh of relief. I am glad. I was concerned that the 5 people I brought back were actually doing more harm than I thought. Wait, where is Heen?
He unfortunately has transitioned to the other side of Kythar.
He's in a better place.
I am sorry.
No, well, I'll look at Finian kind of sideways. Like, wait, hold on. He passed away, but it was what he needed. He ended up with his wife, and we just didn't think bringing him back, it wouldn't have been good for him. And as for you, sir, you're pretty lucky that Legal was sick, because I want to reiterate that you brought us out of malice, so there's kind of shame on you if you thought we were going to do wrong.
Well, you're right. I had intended on killing you myself after the war ended, but for some reason I believed that maybe you actually were misplaced. All of you minus Finian, naturally. At this point, your warm rendezvous is interrupted when a voice slams into each of your minds with urgency. Your soldiers seem to think you can best the Noodles and Company, but this is not so. I urge you to lay down your arms and let them free, else I'll be forced to reinforce them. You will not survive such an encounter. Valier's expression fades as he hears that voice in his head, and his eyes go distant.
Oh no. Wait, Valier, listen. This isn't what it looks like.
Yes.
He clenches his jaw and shoves past you, Mo.
Oh no.
And without a word, he opens the front door. His bright green butterflies fluttering off of his body to scout ahead. And outside, in the bits of sunlight that are starting to poke through the clouds, his elvish skin begins to sizzle and blister, but he doesn't pay that any heed. Instead, he follows the butterflies to Sadiq, who, realizing he's been found, has stepped out from the nearby woodland.
Oh no.
Sadiq watches the burning elf stalk closer, clearly confused. Do I know you? You burned me at the stake! An innocent child! Sadiq looks down.
Oh, boy.
I have killed many, sins I work to atone for. Then here's your chance! Atone with your death! Valir lunges at Sadiq before anyone can get a sense of the situation, his arm from the elbow down shifting into a metal blade. At the same time, there's a shout from a nearby soldier who is looking in from the front door. He's calling in from the front of the house, seeing what's going on. The colonel is gone! They must have disintegrated him!
Oh no! No! What happened?
No.
Of the Empire
Allegedly.
who are standing guard immediately lower their weapons at you, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Not like
Oh,
this!
yeah.
God damn it, Mo.
God
This
damn
is
it.
not good.
Can we all go outside for real?
Alright, Finian.
Finian has a 7.
JR.
I got a 10.
Mo.
I got a 17.
Ooh, and Tana.
I got a 20, not nat, but the problem is I was just kind of like wandering around the fireplace looking at like embers and getting kind of bored and not realizing everything that was happening. So yeah, probably not good that I'm going first. This will be fun.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, Valir is up first, and he slams his armed sword thing into Sadiq's chest, piercing
Oh!
all the way through. Luckily, even through the shock of what's happening, it seems Sadiq managed to worm his way into Valir's mind just before the strike, influencing the attack to hit non-lethally.
Oof.
Hypocrite! You murdered defenseless children, yet you defend yourself? Die with dignity! Noctara can have me when I am done, but I am not done yet. Not until Belior can be a place where no one suffers as you did. There are no second chances. Valir attacks again, turning his other arm into a stone hammer and slamming it into the side of Sadiq's head, completely dazing him. Tana, it's your turn.
Yeah, like an idiot, I'm gonna try and run between them and put my hands out and try and separate them. I'm not casting Burning Hands, but my palms are on fire, getting ready to cast it if I need to. I'm gonna try and talk some sense into them. Guys, we can talk this out, okay?
Sadiq is nodding in agreement. Absolutely. Valir doesn't even hear this. His eyes they are just filled with hatred.
Okay, I'm gonna use the rest of my action to cast Burning Hands just from my left hand, because I can see the fire that's in Valir's eyes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and cool him off by heating him up.
Okay. He will fail his dex save. He's not paying attention to you. He's basically blinded to your existence.
Okay, yeah, so he's not gonna take a lot. Shit, he wasn't supposed to take a lot of damage.
Uh-oh.
Okay, no, he'll take 15. Jeez. 15 damage, I know. And I'm gonna look and be like, wait a minute, hold on now. I didn't mean to do that.
His skin will burn and sizzle more than it is even under the sun. And you're watching as it does sizzle and crumple, the layers of skin form butterflies, singed butterflies that fall dead to the ground.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I feel really bad about that.
The first Triton soldier is up first with his trident lowered. Who followed Valier outside? Obviously, Tana did. Is anyone else outside currently?
I'm
Yeah.
probably in the
all would've.
doorway. Well, I'm probably in the doorway of my house. Because how far are they from the house?
Like 20 feet from the house.
Yeah, I'm probably in the doorway.
Not sure what's going on, and seeing Tana cast Burning Hands, the first soldier will run up to Tana and not attack with his trident, but throw a net. And the net will hit Tana.
Who's net?
Wow.
This net seems to magically wrap itself around you, and then, just as it does, it releases a transmutation spell, turning the air inside it into solid ice, freezing you within.
Oh,
As
I
an
don't like that
action-
at all.
Yeah. As an action, you can make an athletics check to break free, but if you fail, the unbearable cold will knock you unconscious.
Oh.
Mo, it's your turn.
So, this is going to sound silly, but the first thing I'm going to do, because I am having an internal crisis, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to close those windows, because it is raining.
Oh my god.
Gotta get those closed. Okay,
Yeah, close
now
the
the second
shutters.
thing, the second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just run out straight to the block of ice, and because Sensei kind of made me realize something in myself, I'm going to attack the ice, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack it. We'll do 4 times. I don't know what the AC of dice or of ice is.
The AC is 13.
Okay, so believe it or not, I only hit 3 of my 4 times. I rolled in that
You
one.
missed?
I
It's
rolled in
ice.
that one. And I'm going to deal 25 damage, and I'm going to make it fire to the ice.
Nice. Right. You realized that you had that power within you.
Yep, the
Tana,
rat's doing it.
the ice, just seconds after freezing around you, melts away, and you find Mo above you, his hand still smoldering with smoke.
I know you did that, but thank you.
I don't know how I did that either, but you're welcome. I don't know how to break up this fight.
Yeah, I don't either.
One of the soldiers' turn. Though this Triton isn't wearing armor, he's wearing robes. He's clearly a mage. Realizing that he won't be able to capture you, unfortunately it means he has to hurt you. So he'll begin casting a spell, turning the rain that's falling around Tana and Mo into shards of ice. I need the two of you to make dex saves.
I'm
I
good
thought
at
the
those.
rain was bad.
Mo, your first dex save is a 6 from Malpomene.
I'm not good at those. Okay, so I get a 15. Is that right?
Oh, DC is 15.
Woo!
On a failure, take 27 cold damage. On a success, take 13.
Or 0, because I'm a monk.
Or 0 if you're a monk. JR, it's your
Wow.
turn.
So I will run out and raise my sword up to the sky, and lightning will descend down and strike the tip of it. And as it goes down, my sword it'll
Just the tip?
yeah, just the tip. As the
Sorry.
lightning
Oh,
descends,
you guys.
as the lightning descends down, it follows the curvature of the sword, and then will split and hit all the guards, Sadiq and Valier. They will have to make a charisma save.
Ooh.
As the lightning hits them, it doesn't do damage, but it makes their muscles spasm and makes it harder to attack and do saves as I cast Bane on all of them.
Ooh.
Nice.
A DC 18 charisma save. If they fail, they'll have a minus D4 to all attack and saving throws.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
The first save made by an enemy is an 18 from Jason. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Valier, so he's okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sadiq fails his charisma save.
Oh no.
And wow, all but one of the 4 soldiers fail, so only one succeeds.
Nice.
Hey, I did something.
You did it!
Oh.
The third Triton will go. This one also a mage. He is under the effect of Bane. Noticing you and the impressive show of intimidation, JR, he will move to attack you. Make a strength save as the water around you begins to gather into restraint.
Hey, I'm good at strength saves. Ooh, a 17.
You passed DC 15. No
Nice.
further effect. And then finally, the fourth soldier, this one with a trident, will try and run JR through, though under the effects of Bane, he is less useful, and because of it, he misses. Whew.
Ooh.
Finian, it's your turn.
I guess I'll try to save Sadiq with words. Probably not going to go very well, but we'll give it a shot. maybe one of the greater deities has spoken for my role.
No,
Maybe.
unfortunately not.
No, unfortunately not. Yeah, that's right. I turn to speak to Valier.
Valier, getting revenge will not restore balance or bring you back on the right path, and you know this. Please stand down. I'm sure there's a different solution to this anger that you have been carrying this your whole life.
Finian, why don't you roll persuasion for me?
Oh, yeah. Here we go, folks. How's a 16?
Hey,
Here,
that's not
hold on.
bad.
You know what? Add 4 to that. I'm trying to get you some better luck. Yeah, so you just got an... Can
A
we call that a
21.
nat 20?
It's not natural, but it is.
Oh, okay. It's not...
It's not natural.
It's very
It's
unnatural, but
unnatural.
a 20 where I should have
21.
had Anna roll persuasion as well when she tried. But Finian, you managed to snap Valier out of his rage just long enough that he can respond to you at least.
That's something.
How could you defend this monster? He killed children, parents, husbands, and wives.
You know as well as I that Legal will sort out the evil from the good. You don't need to make that decision yourself, and you don't need to hasten the judgment. It makes no difference, and you and I both know this.
While his rage does not dissipate, you see that you're chipping away at his wall, though he turns back to Sadiq. How many have died at your hand, Seeker? How many children were born with a gift for something grand, only for your arbitrary laws to snuff them out? It was wrong. I know this now. How can I prove this to you? How can I make amends? I would give my life to make my home a better place. Can you say the same? And without giving Sadiq a chance to answer, Valier bursts into a swarm of toxic green butterflies. Sadiq screams as their acidic venom burns in his skin. His eyes glow purple as he tries to invade Valier's mind, but amidst all the insects, he just can't find it.
Anyway.
Kana.
I am going to cast my
I'm going
minute
to
meteors. I'm going to cast my minute meteors, pairing it with prestidigitation to... Wait, I can't do that with cantrips, can I?
Why? What are you thinking?
I was going to change the colors of it.
Oh, that's fine. I'll allow it.
Oh, cool. I'm going to cast my minute meteors paired with prestidigitation because I call upon the rule of cool, and
Yep.
I am going to change the color of my meteors to a full rainbow spectrum and start
Ooh.
having them like floating in the air because, as we all know, moths and butterflies are attracted to light. So I'm
Wow.
going to try and distract them from killing our gift friend.
Wow.
Brilliant. Literally.
That is so clever. Take inspiration. Yeah, roll Arcana.
Okay. I got a 21.
Ooh.
Huzzah! I know what I'm doing.
You know magic.
I
And
do.
even though Valier is still, I mean, you can only imagine he has spent his life thinking about killing this particular seeker. But he is still a bunch of butterflies, and butterflies like light and color, so sometimes you just can't fight nature.
True.
Uh,
Nature
and
calls.
I'll tell you what, I will have Valier make a concentration save against your spell save DC. And he fails with a 16. So, wow. The very pretty swarm of green butterflies coalesce back into Valier. And it is one of the soldiers' turns. This soldier takes a moment to assess the situation. This is an absolute disaster, and no one knows what's going on, not even the Empire soldiers. But he will join in with the other soldier who is attacking JR, and the two will surround him. They seem to work in tandem, like they are trained for this, in fact, working together, so they have advantage on their attacks against you, JR.
Oh no. Hopefully they're Bane.
The first one misses both attacks with a 7 and a 3, but because of Linda and Hollymac's intervention.
Nice.
The second one, however, this one is baned. With advantage, he just barely missed. He rolled an 18.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. God, Bane's putting in work. I don't know why I never cast that spell before.
Bane is incredible. Mo, it is your turn.
Well, I mean, sitting here listening to Valier, I'm getting kind of angry because I know what Valier's did too. I'm going to just walk.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk over in between the middle of them, and I'm going to just insert myself between the both of them, and I'm just going to look at Valier with the most stern, parenting look you've ever seen on Mo's face. And I'm going to say, Valier, you're sitting here and you're attacking Sadiq for mistakes he made, and we've all made mistakes. We all have blood on our hands. You're talking about him killing all these people. Fine, I get that. But do you forget that we released a dragon in a city, Valier? Has it ever crossed your mind the damage that we did? Everyone here is guilty, okay? It's time to start making rights for the wrongs. No more wrongs, Valier.
Mo, make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I'm not terrible at those. Let's see. Here we go.
These were great points.
I'm going to roll my digital dice, which doesn't clack. So I got 23.
You got 23?
Yeah, Mo, I don't remember when or why I did it, but I've been proficient in persuasion.
And Jesus.
Oh my god. It's just, you're so pure of heart. Valier pries his eyes away from Sadiq, and he thinks about your words, but he looks back and levels his sword arm at the Gith. Killing you would be justice. How can you even live with yourself? Pressing forward is not the same as running from our mistakes. We are what we overcome.
Valier, people can be good and make bad decisions. We are only dealt one hand, and you don't get to decide what that hand is. I mean, you haven't spent the time that we spent with Sadiq or Heen, and you don't know what they had to deal with growing up. They were, from the very beginning, they were being forced to be machines. And I have to tell you, Valier, these two, they broke their programming, and they're trying to do good. We have to reward the good. We cannot keep this cycle of pain going.
Valier considers this, and so Sadiq uses his opening and piggybacks off of you. I have an idea. I will make you a deal. You may kill me if you so choose. I deserve your justice, but I must make the world a better place before my time in the light is over. Will you wait until I accomplish this goal? I can't forgive you. I do not expect your forgiveness, only patience, so that I may teach others from my mistakes. To show that power is when we have the justification to kill, but choose not to. That fear and vengeance only turn us into the people who harmed us. That it takes courage to understand, to turn an enemy into a friend instead of a corpse. Valier's rage boils over into a scream that racks his body and then he collapses to his knees, his grief turning to sorrow, but he says nothing. Sadiq slumps back onto a tree and slides down onto his ass, just surprised and grateful to be alive.
I turn to Sadiq and say,
Sadiq, you should leave now. I don't know how long his anger will be held at bay.
Sadiq will nod and rush into the surrounding forest, into the surrounding woodland. Wow, you guys rolled really well.
I'm glad, honestly.
I did not think we would be resolving that. But
Wow.
one problem may be solved for now. But the soldiers still need some convincing. One of the mages, being respectful and letting the scene play out, will now, once it's done, attack.
Well, at least he's
Yeah, we
polite.
deserve that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smart.
The mage will line up a shot between Finian and Sadiq, who is fleeing into the woods. As far as he knows, this guy is just part of the problem, too. A line of ice, a beam of ice will shoot out from him. Finian, I need you to
Well,
make
hold on
a...
there,
Uh-oh.
Joey.
Yeah?
I will counterspell.
Ooh!
Ooh.
As the ice jets from his hand, it'll melt before it even gets close to them. As I dispel the magic.
He will look down at his hand confused, and then nod to the other mage, who will see that you are the one to cast Counterspell. That is not okay. Mages do not like that.
Is that
No, we do not.
Is that
That
a
is.
taboo art?
Yeah, that is so not okay. I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom save, JR.
You made.
Oh,
you
no.
didn't make the wizard mad, Greg. You made Joey mad.
Yeah.
I'll one-up your wizard with a warlock.
Wow.
Oh, so close to a nat 20. 19, so that'll be... Oh, I'm proficient, so a 24.
Oh no, you passed! He attempts...
Oh, no.
He attempts to command you, but the command word, it falls on deaf ears and nothing happens. JR, it's your turn.
I'm going to walk up to the guards with my hands raised, and I'm going to try and talk to them. My name is J.R. Ranstar, and I was the one at North Harbor who saved the Empress from Mongdoon. I know if I could just talk to the Empress, we could resolve this peacefully and with no more violence. We just need to talk to her. I'll try and roll persuasion, I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ho ho! On fire, I got a 28.
A 28!
Ew.
Wow.
All my
I gotta tell you,
fate bonuses add up.
this episode and last episode is really teaching me, don't build combat characters. Just convince everyone to be your friend.
Seriously.
Well, if I had rolled under a 10, Joey, that would have been a lot different roll. If I rolled
Right.
over a 10. So.
Right. The deck of many things coming in clutch. All right. One of the mage who you're addressing will hesitate. If she still wants us to arrest you after, will you resist?
No, we won't resist. Because I know once we talk to her, she won't want to arrest us.
He will look, all of the guards, in fact, will look to all of you. I need you guys to make a collective persuasion or performance check. Or deception if you're lying.
Wow. I hope nobody's rolling deception over there.
You want to know what my role was?
Yeah, I guess I'll go down the list, starting with Aaron.
So I rolled a big fat natural 1.
Oh, no! Okay. Yeah, Finian basically, in midst of all of this, is very clearly getting ready to kill all 4 of these guards.
Apparently.
But
JR,
then tries to open his mouth and slips and falls in the mud.
JR, what'd you roll?
I got a 24.
Mo?
Okay, I know we have the nat 1, so I don't know where this is going to land us, but I have an 18.
Okay. And, okay, so I also got a 24, which is crazy. But also because I was fucking with chaos so much to help you guys' rolls, we can't let me do a spell for a while, because that might be a shit show. Anyway, yeah, 24.
Yeah, you feel that chaos bubbling just underneath the skin.
Oh, it's super itchy.
Oh, great.
I'm
Oh, boy.
sorry.
One of the mages will begin casting a spell. Greg, do you counterspell it?
No.
Okay. The mage freezes the ice all around you, forming a wall, a circular wall of ice encasing you, Valier, and the 4 soldiers within. Then the second mage will begin casting another spell. The 2 Triton soldiers, the one with weapons, seem to know what's going on. They don't lower their weapons, but they do back up a little bit. As this spell resolves, the rain coalesces and forms a person. And you've seen a spell like this before. You saw this happen aboard a boat after you escaped North Harbor. This mage creates a water simulacrum of the Empress Kalia, the Triton that you saved at North Harbor. And as she regards each of you, and as the audience begins, that is where we'll continue next week. Thank you for listening to our podcast, and a special thanks to our greater deities, Ricky, Linda, and Tom. Our deities, Zach, Vic, Alleycat, Jason, Holly Mac, Malpomene, Ride, Andre, Pete M, and Indy. Our celestials, Ironjaw, Lee, Terry, Tasha, Little Lib, Nick, Berta McClurkin, and Chris Kremkow. Our heroes, Ray Kitsune, Chris Matowski, Soren Vansel, and Eileen. And all of our adventurers. If you want to affect the story like they do, come roll with us on Patreon. And another thanks to SD-Way Gaming for supplying our dice. That's all I have for today. See you next week, hopefully in person.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye. I don't remember, Greg, did you hit on her when we saved her?
I
Because
think
that's
she was
probably going to
unconscious
determine
a
whether we
lot of
live
the
or die.
time.
Awesome. That
She
means
w-
we might not
She
die.
was
was
unconscious.
conscious. She
She
was
was?
actually conscious, yeah.
Who
Like
got
a
carried
broken
out?
We're
leg or
screwed.
something.
It was her. So at the very end, her leg, the dock cracked underneath her, and she fell through it and
Yeah,
like
she broke her leg. Yeah.
And so you carried her the rest of the way, but she was conscious.
Whether
Oh,
you
yeah.
hit on her or
Okay.
not, you saved her life, and she probably would think of you as a hero. I want to point out something that we're doing a really good job as a party of really trying not to kill people, which is
Yeah.
I
kinda
know.
cool.
I'm so
Yeah.
impressed. You guys are actually doing a good job convincing people you're not the villains.
God, it's so hard to not
Yeah.
kill people in D&D.
And-
I'm not
just
evil,
in D&D
murders.
in general.
I was literally sitting on a thatched roof, which is like the best kindling ever, and I
And you
didn't
didn't
light
set
it
it on
on
fire.
fire.
I
I
know.
know. I'm
telling
really
you,
proud of
I'm
myself.
telling you, Tana, and I do mean to Tana, you probably didn't even know how much Mo was glaring at you the whole time you were there.
But I didn't